Hello everyone. We're back for another Minecraft Tuesday. It's crazy. I thought I was gonna be off this week, but instead, I was out there grinding. I was out there. I don't have another synonym for grinding. You know what? We're just gonna move over into the game. All right. Also, I'm joined by Kirby, who now you should be able to hear. Nice nose.
This is my real nose, by the way.
This is what he really looks like. I was there. There. Now we're closer in size. Lore accurate, by the way. Alright, I gotta get all my stuff set up. OBS. Boom. Let me know how the volume is on everything, guys, as always, because I can't hear it. Gonna work in some things, but I shall lurk. Ooh. Yeah, Cynthia's videos have been really cool. You're doing a playthrough of what is it? Billions Must Work or something like that. That's not the name of it. I totally forget the name of it. All right, let's see how the copper's rusting.
Oh, I spread some of it out because it rusts faster when it's spread out.
Well, I just figured the only reason I didn't have
really slow when it's
oxidized copper. Weathered copper. Okay. Yeah, I just left it because I was like, eventually, at some point, I'll like handle it. But yeah, no, you're right. It does need to be spread out pretty far to oxidize properly.
I don't know if this is done yet, but it might be.
Yo, OMB's back. I was worried. I thought you had ditched me completely there. Oh, that's right. I have some Mario 3D prints coming up, so I hope you are excited to see those.
Mario, just like the hit game Mario?
Hit game Mario? I kind of got out of my funk. I was in this funk where like I didn't want to make videos for a while. I was just like tired. And now I'm doing way better. And I was like, you know what? Before I start to feel gross again, let's get making some videos. Mario, did you mean Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, or Garfield? No, I meant Mario versus Donkey Kong Mario. And then yesterday I had my newest VTuber model come out. That one I was super excited about. So I can talk about some of the background on that one on today's stream. And
you
like
should...
how everything came to be with that one.
So you kind of show the eye moving in the video, but it doesn't show like the mechanics of it at all.
It's like I paid you to say that almost. So
okay. On
Friday I have a video coming out that goes, I'm calling it like behind the scenes footage or something like that. You know, corny just to be funny. And it goes into how the motor and everything works. What I was kind of trying to go for, and I don't know if it came out in the video, was I was almost acting like the crown itself was moving. And then in the behind the scenes, I'm like, oh, okay, well, actually, like, it's a robot that I made, like, that does it. But I used one of those servos that we talked about. You just finished Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Interesting. And by finished, do you mean unlock all the characters or something else? But yeah, no. So I have a video coming out on Friday that's like behind the scenes of how it works on like a mechanical level. No, just closed it. Oh, gotcha. But yeah, that was the plan. So I'm glad you brought it up, Kirby.
Okay.
Because I was filming it.
I saw in the video that you printed what looked like a mount for a servo.
Yep.
But then it's not super obvious that it's controlled by a servo. Like,
No,
I only knew
so
that because I've played with servos before, so I'm like, oh, that's like the perfect size for a servo to squeeze into.
since I'm kind of straddling the line between makers and VTube audience, I'm trying to go forward with a model of half of the videos that I post are for like a general audience, and then half of them are for a maker audience, kind of to try and get a general audience more interested in maker videos, if that makes sense. And so the video that came out was supposed to be for like a more general like VTubing audience, to be like, here's the thing that I made. And then Friday I'm going into like, here's the mechanism, and I designed a special peg for the motor that works just with this. Like it's a custom, I don't want to say proprietary. What's that word? Bespoke, I think is the word maybe that I'm looking for. But it's like, you know, the little like plasticky like rubber bits that come with the motors when you buy them.
Yeah.
So I remade one of those specifically for this, so it could spin the eyes in the way that I wanted, because I was struggling turning rotational motion into translational motion. Or for everybody at home, I was struggling to turn spinning motion like a clock into straightforward motion like a car. Because like a car, also, have you realized that you are 8 away from 200 subs? Yes, yeah. You guys are you guys are jumping at all the stuff I wanted to talk about today. So yeah, no, I feel like I'm finally kind of getting over that hump of being a new VTuber or a new YouTuber. And so I'm getting way more comfortable with filming and everything like that, so videos are getting a little bit easier to make, which is nice. I've gotten a bunch of longer form videos that have come out, and I think that everybody seems to like them. They don't get as many views as my shorts, but YouTube videos are more of an investment, so I'm not very worried about that. But yeah, no, and I'm at 190 right now. Wait, did I just get 2 new subs? Oh, I got 1 more sub. Okay, awesome. So yeah, I'm 9 subs away from 200 subs, which is a huge milestone. And I'm super excited for that. So yeah. Video coming out on Friday talking about how the servo motor works, how the eyes move back and forth. I think, Kirby, I think you're gonna love that video, because when I talked it over with my dad, I was like, how am I gonna do this? And he was like, what if you tried this? And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then I was like, he originally proposed having like a gear that spun it, like a gear that bit into it with teeth. But I was like, I'm just gonna use friction for now, because it's too small to get teeth that'll work consistently, or at least I thought that way. So I took a different route. What was I talking about before that? Oh yeah, so people on Twitter seem to really love it, which was exciting. The interactions on that tweet are the most interactions I've ever had on on my entire Twitter combined. The only problem is they're 2 different audiences. So
anything else.
Yeah, so the video's doing okay. Ironically enough, the Deadpool and Wolverine claw machine video that I put out is just like I was like, well, I have the footage, I might as well make a video out of it. And that video's doing like crazy. I'm like, what the heck? Why is this video doing so well? But, also, did you know that Micro Center has their own printables page where they post models?
I did not.
They posted a Hatsune Miku model.
Ooh.
And I was like, shit. I was already in the middle of making it. And
yeah,
I was
like,
looking.
Shit, I love Hatsune Miku.
Well, I'm making a cosplay commission for my sister, a Hatsune Miku one. I made a video about the first piece of it, the hair clip, a while back, and I'm working on another piece, and I was looking up reference pictures, and Micro Center had already made one. Luckily, I'm doing something different with mine, So all I did was nab some of the measurements from them. And now I'm not a copy because I'm doing my own thing. But yeah, no, I was like, it's so crazy that Micro Center has their own printables page and they've done a Hatsune Miku cosplay piece. But yeah, I'm doing something way different with mine. So originally I was going to try and just like change the pieces a little bit and post it as a remix, but I ended up changing every piece and I was like, wait, I just built this myself, so it's not a remix anymore. I don't think I used any pieces from it at all because I ended up, it was too small. I wanted it to be bigger, so I had to change the size too. Yeah. So I want to talk about a little bit more about the. Oh, Speedo, where are you? Where's this ocean monument? Do you guys have a thing set up in the Nether for it, like a connection point?
The ocean monument? Yeah.
The one you're working on with.
I'm
Tim.
not in there though.
Oh.
I'm in the perimeter right now, messing with redstone.
Oh, gotcha. Did you guys finish the Prismarine farm yet, or no?
It's not done, but it looks like it's like the structure is mostly there.
Okay.
I
might go take a look at it.
It's kind of far away, but Nether makes it fairly easy to get to.
Yeah, as soon as I load it in, there's a gas, so I gotta find a place to park and wait for you.
Just kill the ghast.
So true, bestie. Come here. Really? One strike was all it took? What a...
Ghasts are like super weak.
I didn't know
they just
that.
blow stuff up, yeah.
What the heck is this for? Warp to warp bar block. Why do we have so many of these in here?
Because I was farming.
What, another ghast? The hell?
I'm the other ghast.
I'm already Tracer.
Oh.
Ooh. Speaking of which, did you get to play Deadlock yet?
Deadlock?
Yeah, the new Valve game? Did you get to play it?
It's not out yet, is it?
I have something you don't!
Oh, no.
I got a beta key.
I've not played it.
If I figure out how to do it, I'll invite you.
Okay.
You have to have somebody who has a key invite you. And so Mike invited me. I don't mind the idea.
I still think it's a missed opportunity because didn't they like... It's like a new IP, right?
I like that, actually. Like, the world design for it is really cool. I'm a big fan of it. And honestly, I wouldn't want them to use old IP because then it feels like they're milking it. Like, Valve is one of the only companies left that doesn't feel like they're milking stuff.
Yeah, plus TF2, I mean, if you make it like a TF2 IP, all of a sudden people will just assume you're abandoning TF2, which they did years ago, but some people still hold out hope.
Yeah, that. Honestly, I'm okay with that because Valve is one of those companies that's like innovation first, then money second. And on the surface, it's pre-alpha gameplay. So I can't be like, oh, it sucks, because like it's not even really out yet. It's in pre-alpha. But there's like a few things that bother me about it. One, it's way too complicated, I think. But
that's what I was worried about.
I've heard from people that it's very much like that's how complicated League is and Dota is. So like maybe it's just not for me. But what I wish is, so apparently this is like how League is centered, but it's a class-based ability. It's a class-based ability shooter. It's in third person. I played a guy that's basically like Mei. He's like a freezing guy, but he uses minigun instead of like Mei's like pyro gun. Anyway, but the way that it works is as you're playing, you get XP and money that you use in the shop to upgrade your character. So every game you start at level 1 and have to upgrade yourself, and the upgrade trees are like huge. And so like having to make that choice on the battlefield is kind of tough. And every time you die, the respawn time gets longer and longer, and so teams get steamrolled like crazy. Like last night, the one game we played, so your team it's 6v6, but it's split up in groups of 2. So there are 4 teams of 2, and each team of 2 goes to like a color, and they run the lanes. I'm told this is kind of like League, where like you try and push your lane to the enemy's like side. You can go and you can help the other teams, but then that leaves your lane unprotected. So me and Mike in our lane, we were doing really well, but then Orange, their lane, like completely fumbled the bag, and their entire team rushed Orange all at once and beat us and just steamrolled us. And so like you would come out of spawn and they would hit you with 3 abilities and instantly kill you, and I got up to a 40-second respawn. So I was just sitting in respawn for almost an entire minute just waiting to get back out in the fight. And I was like, this is so slow and so unfun. But if I were to like make changes, I think what I would do is the upgrade tree costs money. So
make it cost real life money.
Obviously, instead of you can't like go into the game with those already, because then experienced players have a direct advantage over new players. Instead, what you should be able to do is you should be able to pre-plan and then have as soon as you get enough money, it buys that thing for you.
Okay.
I don't even mind if you have to go back to the...
Sounds very much like how Dota and League of Legends does.
That's what upgrades. I was told by Mike, but I've never played those, so I have no frame of reference. So if any of you are like, well, that's how League is, I don't play League. I have a life. No, I'm kidding. But I don't play leagues, and I never have, so I have no frame of reference for this. Maybe me complaining about it being complicated is because I play games like Fortnite and Overwatch.
Because you play good games like Fortnite.
It's basically like, which poison do you drink? You know, it's like, oh, I drink the Overwatch poison, not the Fortnite poison. Anyway,
that arrow landed right where you were just standing.
That's crazy. So I liked it on like a fundamental level. I really like the art style. It's got this really unique art style. It's like a 1920s like New York style kind of. I guess you would call it like Art Deco or whatever, maybe. I don't know. But the main enemies are all like candlesticks and stuff, which is like just really unique. I think it's really cool. I think that there should be like an automatic perk buying thing, even if you have to go back to the shop to do it. Like, I'm not saying it buys it for you automatically in the field, because that would be a little bit broken, because the whole point is you have to like spend your respawn time buying those perks or go back to the shop, which like takes time. It's part of like the main appeal of the game. So I'm not saying, you know, it has to happen.
Yeah, but if you were able to like
plan out
while you're still out,
but
in
like
the field, whatever,
even your
be
abilities,
like, hey, I want this upgrade and I have money for it. Let me get it ready to be purchased now, and then next time you respawn, it just automatically snags it.
Yeah, or you could run back to spawn and like hit the shop. It would buy the stuff for you really quickly, and then you would run back out into the fight. Another thing that really sucks is the healing. You basically cannot be healed. The healers in the game heal you like 1 or 2 health points every other, like maybe every 10 seconds or something like that. And for reference, max health is like 800. So if you take too much damage, you have to go all the way back to spawn and sit and spawn and wait to heal. Now, that might be a thing from like League or Dota or whatever, but like playing games like Fortnite and Overwatch, I feel like I'm better off just dying and respawning than I am healing, because it takes so damn long to heal. It just feels very slow and sluggish to me. And again, I don't know if that's because
that's something that could probably change. I don't know how League works, honestly, in that aspect.
It might be a thing with the genre, but I just feel like it's so boring, and it's hard because I really enjoy all the other aspects of the game. Like, the ability usage is very fun. I like the idea of a level progression system. The problem is it's so slow, and steamrolling is such a problem. Like last night,
I mean, that's exactly how League works, though. As soon as a team gets an advantage, they just get hard steamrolled.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which I don't think I like that.
I mean, right now I hate in Overwatch how I'm just gonna be flat out. I hate 5v5. It just fundamentally breaks the game.
Weren't they talking about re-adding 6v6?
They're re-adding 6v6 as an experimental game mode.
That's gonna become the default game mode in like 2 months.
I don't know about that, because right now the only reason that Overwatch 2 exists, and like the 2-year hiatus and updates and all that stuff, is so that they could do 5v5, because they axed every other single thing besides the store. And so people are saying if they get rid of 5v5, it means that Overwatch 2 is a shop update in disguise.
Yep.
And there are a lot of people who are like that's the last thing that Blizzard can hold on to, is saying that the game is, they got the new game because of 5v5. If they dropped 5v5, there was literally no reason for them to do all of that song and dance, drop the updates for 2 years, all that, except for the new shop. Speaking of the shop, I still have credits, so like I can still buy like 1 or 2 more battle passes or something like that, but I will not spend another cent on the game until something massive changes, but I don't see anything really big changing. They've gone back on every single thing that they've promised with the shop, and I'm so disgusted I refuse to spend another cent on the shop. So originally the whole thing was you bought the battle pass, you got the mythic skin at the end. People didn't like that because the mythic skins were really shit, and people felt, why are we spending all our money and our time on the battle pass to get lackluster rewards and then a mythic skin that is about as good as a legendary skin? Like, there's not, the whole thing was they were like, oh, it has a bunch of customization, but the customization is so minimal, it's like, why even bother? You know, like, it swaps like the print on, you know, a character's jacket or something like that. It's so minimal, it has like almost no impact. So then to get people to like buy into it, they then switched it to where you would unlock the mythic skin very early in the battle pass, and then they had like a tiered thing where like each cosmetic of the skin was like, they have like level 1, level 2, level 3 of the mythic, and so you'd get them as you got on in the battle pass. And people were like, well, this sucks because only level 1 is really that great for any of these skins. So like, what's the point of grinding up the battle pass anymore? So then they threw their hands up, and then and people were like, well, this kind of sucks because then there's no way to ever get these skins ever again. And if there's a battle pass that you don't like the mythic, why buy the battle pass? So then Blizzard was like, oh, we've got a solution for that. And on a surface level, I think this change was really good. They changed it so now everything is, you just get mythic credits, which you can use to buy whatever mythic you want. So say you don't like the mythic of this battle pass, you can save the mythic credits and use them the next time, like on the next pass.
You have to have the pass to spend the
No,
credits.
no. You have to get the pass to get the credits, but once you
but
have
you
the
don't
credits,
have to
they
have
just...
it to spend it. Okay.
No. So like I don't have the pass for this season, but I got the pass last season. So I had because I had extra credits lying around and I liked some of the skins in the battle pass. So I got with some of my remaining credits because they give you premium currency in the battle pass even if it's free. So all my grinding has finally gotten me enough to get the battle pass. So I got the battle pass. So I have enough mythic prisms to buy a mythic skin. But now and then they were like, you're never going to be able to get prisms except for in the battle pass. Now they completely went against that, and they're like, now we're going to start adding new mythic skins that aren't in the battle pass that cost mythic prisms. So now if you buy the battle pass and you grind the battle pass out to 100% completion, you cannot get all of the mythic skins for that season. You have to spend money. And on top of that, the mythic skins are quadruple the price of a normal skin in the shop. Right now, the way that they started it, and it is the scummiest shit I have ever seen in terms of microtransactions. Wait till I tell you the final price tag. So they added a new mythic weapon for Reinhardt, which has levels like the other mythic skins. So technically, you can just get the first level and save money or whatever you want to say. I don't really care. The first one is the weapon skin. It comes with like some altered sounds. So like when you get a kill, it makes like a different sound and stuff like that. Then, and here's what really busts my balls. The second tier is a weapon inspect. He'll like spin the hammer around and look at it. So you have to pay money to get a weapon inspect, which they said in the original trailer for Overwatch 2 was going to be a free thing that they did for every character. And they nixed it, and now it is a either $20 or $40 feature just to look at your damn weapon, and it only works on the mythic weapon. And then on top of that, there is another tier to it that adds a special effect when you get a kill. Take a guess how much it is to get all three tiers of the mythic weapon. If you didn't have enough credits through the battle pass, which you don't if you get the skin. Take a guess how much it costs.
I'm going to say, like in real life money.
In real life money.
If it's more than $20, it's insulting.
It is quadruple that price. It is $80.
Dear fucking Lord.
It is $80 to buy a mythic skin. And when it came out, I said, that's scummy that it's $80 to get a skin. And they said, well, the whole point is that you buy the battle pass, which then gets you that skin for free, technically. Like, you get the skin with the battle pass.
But now you don't.
But
you
now
don't even
that there's
get that.
more skins than there is credits in the battle pass, you cannot get everything with the battle pass.
So you either have to pick or choose, or just spend an insane amount of money every month.
Yes, it costs 80 mythic credits to get the hammer, and it is $80 to get that many credits. And I know
it's easier said than done, but people need to stop fucking giving these companies money.
Yeah, no, people are like, this is really scummy. Blizzard should stop. They have made more money since Overwatch 2 came out than they did the entire lifespan of Overwatch 1. Stop buying their shit.
Yeah, stop buying it.
It's
just like Pirate Software had a video, or at least it was a short, talking about how the entirety of StarCraft 2 made less money than the first 99-cent cosmetic item in World of Warcraft, which was like a horse, like a shiny horse or something.
Yeah, and then there was that whole horse armor thing with Skyrim that started DLC as we know it. Yeah, it's really sad. And they came out recently with this bundle that comes with 3 lifeguard skins and then 2 reskinned lifeguard skins. and that whole bundle is like $60 or something like that.
It's an entire fucking AAA
That's
game.
an entire AAA game for skins. For skins.
Ugh,
and when I say that to people, especially Mike, he's like, well, that's not fair because Fortnite charges a similar amount. And there's two things I want to say about that.
They're both
One,
shitty.
It doesn't matter. I don't think Fortnite gets away with it, but also I feel like you get more out of a skin in Fortnite because you actually see the character. In Overwatch, the only time you see the skins are when you die or when you're in the hero menu. So like you barely see it during normal gameplay. An enemy's skin does more for me visually than my own skin does because I see them when I'm fighting. In Fortnite, I can at least see fucking Gojo and Peter Griffin because it's a third-person game, so I am constantly seeing it all the time. So at least I feel like it's a little bit more justified to buy a skin in Fortnite because you actually see it. And with the weapon skins, I think they're even less validated because there's no way to do the weapon inspect. So you only get to see them from one static angle for the entire time. The only way that you can see a skin on a gun in Overwatch is in the hero menu when you're looking at the gun and inspecting it in the menu. There is no way to look at it during regular gameplay. And other than that, it's just a static shot of it the whole time. I've had a gold gun on Baptiste for almost a year, and I can't even notice most of the time. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame. You know what's really sad? Weapon inspects are in fucking TF2. A game that Valve has dropped support for. How many fucking years has it been since Valve stopped supporting TF2? Yet they could get weapon inspects in their game. That's fucking embarrassing.
Even like Counter-Strike, which is like, I mean, it's not the same type of, because TF2 doesn't it go third person when you inspect, or am I crazy?
No, they have
like
first person inspects where the guy will spin the gun in his hand and you can see the whole thing.
But you have that in Counter-Strike too, where you like tilt the gun towards yourself so you can look at the skin. It's like a
4-second animation. The fact that they're charging $40 for that, I think it's 40. I should check my math.
It doesn't even have to interrupt gameplay. It's just they're lazy and they haven't added it yet.
But you know damn well as soon as there's any like issue with the shop, they are like, oh, gotta update that right now and fix it.
Gotta fix that.
It's such a shame, and people just keep buying it. I would say I haven't spent money on the game in over a year, but I bought Pink Mercy because I wanted to support breast cancer research. But in my defense, not a single cent of that goes to Blizzard, so I feel a little bit more justified in.
Plus, it was really funny when they re-released it.
It was really funny to make Mercy Mains really sad, so that's why
it wasn't. I wouldn't say Mercy Mains. I would say the people who were selling accounts on the black market.
Oh no, Mercy Mains were just as mad because they're like, well, I had it OG. I'm better than you because I can afford to buy a super expensive account. I should send you the video. There's this lady who went on like live, I think it was on like Twitch or something like that, and started screaming and was like, all you broke bitches, you had to buy it for $20. I could afford buying a whole account that was like $200 or whatever. I'm richer than you. I wiped my ass
Copium.
Yeah, so that's why I bought it. I was like, all right, I'm spending the $20 on this. Also $20 for one skin, or no, 15, my bad, 15.
I mean, if you think of it as like a donation, though, I
thought of it as a donation. It's the same thing where like I donated to the Trevor Project in TF2. I didn't do that to get the pin, but the pin was really nice. I think they do that like every year, if I'm not mistaken. But I've donated to it in the past, but I think I missed last year's. Because I was... Oh, that was... Never mind. I was busy around that time because it was around Thanksgiving, if I remember correctly. Anyway. Yeah, so I am completely done. I'm kind of on the fence about... I kind of want to drop Overwatch because it gets less fun every.
You should just stop playing it.
Yeah, but I don't have another game to replace it to play with Cynthia and Mike. We have been getting into Fortnite because Fortnite's pretty fun. And that's one where, like, I feel like I can get decent mileage out of the skins that I have, and I don't mind it, actually.
I mean, that's what I thought the same thing with Counter-Strike. And I wasn't planning on just quitting it cold turkey like I did. But I just stopped playing it, and my life is so much better.
I think the problem that I'm having right now is I've been told, and I know this as well, scoreboarding in Overwatch isn't really a valid thing. Like, Counter-Strike, it's kind of valid to scoreboard because there's not much you can do outside of get kills in Counter-Strike. But in Overwatch, there's a lot more to your ability usage than just getting elims or doing healing numbers, you know? Like, for instance, Mei. Mei's a great example. A good Mei doesn't necessarily get a lot of kills, but Mei is a disruption character. So if you could be getting kills and still be a bad Mei because you're not disrupting the enemy team. You don't have good walls that are like walling off the tank or something like people of interest out of the enemy team. You could still be getting kills, but you won't succeed because you're not using your abilities correctly. But I feel like I do better and better each game, and I'll win 2, lose 2, I'll win 1, lose 1. Like, last night we won 4 games and lost 4 games, and so I'm back exactly where I was. I'm not progressing. I used to be in Plat 1, I'm now in Gold 5. Because I just keep getting put with these people that... Like, I had one where the tank admitted that he was high. He was like, sorry guys, I might throw, I'm really high. And then another person was like, in another game I was with Mike, the one guy was like a 1 in 6 DPS, so doing really awful. And said, our healer isn't healing at all to me. And so I spent the rest of the game pointed at their feet, just healing them, and we lost. And I was like, oh, wow. It's almost like that didn't matter at all. But the problem is it hurts my elo regardless. I think the issue is that when it was 6v6, you had a better balance. Because abilities counter other abilities in Overwatch. That's just the nature of how Overwatch is. But what makes it what people have dubbed Counterwatch is that now there's one tank. So it's really easy to counter the tank, and the tank is such an impactful role. If the tank is being countered, then the whole team suffers. Whereas with like DPS or support, you have 2 people. So one person can make up for the other person being countered. Like, say one of our DPS is a Junkrat. A Pharah is a really big Junkrat counter, but then the other DPS could go a hit scan to counter the Pharah. So then that Junkrat doesn't have to switch off. But with tank, you only have one tank, so it's just like...
Yeah, so if the other tank is countering you, then you
just have to switch. You don't have an option.
It's so annoying.
Yeah. And I think that's something that no patch can ever fix, because it's a fundamental difference between...
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many balanced patches you do, how many things you try to change.
Because you would have to make every tank ungodly powerful in order for that to work. And that's just not feasible. You know? Like, because they keep making tanks more and more powerful, but the game doesn't feel any better because you'd have to change them at their core to have no weaknesses for that to even start working, which is just not how these games... That's just not how these games go, you know? You need a character with downsides to function. The fuck? Oh, by the way, are you gonna fix the cobblestone farm?
I wasn't planning on it today.
Fuck. I really wanted to finish this
I have
off
to do some
so
planning for it. You can still use the one that's working.
There's one working.
Yeah.
Which one?
So if you go up behind you, I'm looking at your stream right now. On the wall, up the stairs, is a lever.
This one? Because you broke this one last time.
No, not this one. There's a lever on the wall. Like the one of the new ones that's blown up, there's a lever on the wall.
Lol, the stream title, and now you're like, oh, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I titled my streams before I actually, like, I don't know, I find it so hard to title my Minecraft streams because I never know what I want to do on a stream. I kind of choose it when I turn the game on. But yeah, I really wanted to finish this, but all the redstone on that is not something
It needs,
that I'm gonna
the
work
problem is it needs an overhaul with the furnaces as well.
Well, I can figure that out.
I don't.
If you could just get the TNT part working, I could work on the rest of it.
You can work on the furnaces right now if you want it. The problem is just the one cobblestone generator is faster than hopper speed already by a big margin. So the current furnace setup is not going to work.
But the way I have it organized, it shouldn't rely on hopper speed.
It does. It still very quickly overwhelms the hoppers.
Where?
Check by the actual chest. You'll see the hoppers starting to back up. Most likely. Maybe not yet.
Guys, Kirby doesn't have faith in my design. That's what it is.
Or maybe it's
the design that I stole.
It's the design is great. It's just hoppers are slow.
Oh, by the way,
some hoppers somewhere that's backing up.
They need their own super smelters. Yeah, I guess. That's what we were thinking about doing, was taking that mess over
instead of having it run into a hopper stream, just keep it in a water stream, and then just have a single hopper over each furnace.
Yeah, so the blue ice, I was thinking about putting the blue ice here instead of the hopper to make it like glide over top, but it's not. Oh, I guess this one is backing up, so I could replace that with blue ice.
But it's not, I mean, as soon as you replace that one with blue ice, the next hopper in the line is going to start backing up.
But doesn't it fill all of these?
It will, but eventually they'll all fill up. Is the problem. Because the last hopper is always going to be single hopper speed. So that's what I'm saying. If each of these, had a furnace
but what you should
them,
focus on is getting the explosions to work, because right now only
but that's
one
just
of them
going to
works
make the
anyway.
problem. That's just going to compound the problem.
But then we can tackle that next.
Yeah, but I don't want to blow up more shit.
Because right now manually I can go in and do this. Now it's not. No, it's not. Look, boom. Fixed. Kirby is right and you're wrong, Ace. Ouch. Ouch. Since you've got a working model, it'll be easier to create on the other three. In theory, what Kirby's doesn't know how to do is connect all of them to one switch. That's what he was working on last time.
It's just the design, I don't know if it's laggy or something, but as soon as I hooked up two together, well, first I built the second one, the one that's further away from the switch, the one that's working right now. I built it wrong and blew it up.
Yeah.
but the first one was still working. So then I rebuilt the second one, and that one was working, and then the first one just randomly blew up. I don't know if it was server lag or what, but it just randomly blew up. So I don't know if it's just a bad TNT duper design or what.
So then what are you thinking?
I don't think they are.
What are you thinking we do to fix the hopper problem then?
So, okay, I know this isn't going to be exactly how the setup is going to be, but if you imagine, instead of all the hoppers leading into a chest like this, each hopper goes straight down to a furnace, and the furnace immediately smelts it, and then that goes straight down to its own chest or shulk or whatever.
But
So
then aren't we limited by how fast something is smelted?
Yes, but you
wait,
can
isn't
just
that
keep
slower
expanding.
than...
No. Listen. You can keep expanding the water line to add more chests. If you expand this hopper line to add more hoppers, all you're doing is moving the problem down the line. You add more furnaces, and that increases your output. You add more hoppers, that's not going to change anything.
So how are you feeding the furnaces?
I don't have any blocks on me or any furnaces or anything. Okay, let me just tear out a small section of these furnaces, because they're not getting used anyways. Oh, that's a lot of experience.
Can I grab one?
Yeah, if you want.
I get the experience.
Come break the two on the end over here.
That wasn't...
Well, you're already at level 115. That was a lot of experience for that. Oops, sorry.
That almost killed me. Oh, look at all that shit just fly out.
You want to try to grab these lava buckets and just move them to like a shulker box or something?
Hey, if we make this bigger,
Oh,
then
did you get all of them?
then we could have multiple... We could fill, like, a ton of things with the... Oh. We could fill a ton of double chests with lava buckets.
This can go in the input.
I wonder where these are going.
So I'm just gonna build kind of a mock for now, because we'll need like an item elevator and stuff.
Wait, what? You could put it here. You could just put it underneath.
You want it? Is it okay if we dig further down?
I don't see a reason why not.
Okay.
Holy shit, it produces a lot of cobblestone.
Yes.
That's awesome, it works. Whoa! I didn't realize we were going this far.
So the idea is leave the chest for now.
Is that copper? No way. Also, when you came in, we were in the middle of like a discussion. But hi, Orchid Lily. Good for you to be. Good to see you again. I was at your last stream, I think. I don't know. I try to catch as many as I can, at least if I'm lurking. But I'm a VOD watcher, so I'm not used to going to streams live. Let's pull this back a little bit. She was doing more mod showcase stuff. I was like, oh god, I don't understand this. There's a lot of cobblestone. This is awesome. So are you thinking it'll go on like train tracks with a minecart with hopper?
You can just run the water stream directly over this.
Won't the first one fill up though? Like,
yes, but then the second one will fill up, and then the third one will fill up.
Well, how will it go to the How will it go to the second one?
Once it's full, it can't pick up any more cobble, and it'll move to the next one.
But how will they how will the items slide over it?
What do you mean slide over? They just slide over. What?
How? Like,
because it's not picking them up, so they keep moving. There'll be a water stream on top of it.
Oh, okay, all right. There's a water stream on top of it.
Yeah. So the idea is you keep building this line of furnaces longer and longer until the items coming in
I'm picking up what you're putting down now. I've got a completely different idea. I'm gonna turn it off so that I can run through this idea with you.
Okay.
Well,
the cobble's already.
I know. This is why you do the redstone.
Yeah,
but we've already filled a double chest. We've already filled a double chest just in the time that we've talked, and it still hasn't caught up. So this is going to be huge. What if we replace every single one of those hoppers with this setup that you're talking about? Right here?
that's what I was.
And then we could mine out this whole section like right here as like a way to go in and access the stuff.
The thing is, we'll probably need more hoppers than this current room. So this is gonna be like a long line.
Well, that's what I kind of was. That's what I wanted to do was like get a start on it. Okay, I'm gonna take this down then.
So yeah, so
we
could take out the water streams for now.
Oh, it should come back eventually.
It's back.
Oh, it's back. There we go. Sorry, every once in a while it does that.
Oh, I don't know if we want to wait for these. It's going to be a while before these empty out. Or if we should start breaking them.
I wasn't going to break them. I was just going to put stuff underneath them.
Well, they need to face down is the issue. So we have to break them to make them face down.
Oh, okay. Well, then we can start on the left instead.
I guess, yeah, we can start on this side.
This music's sick.
Honestly, we can just take this out quite a bit more.
Yeah, this will definitely make up for our lack of cobblestone generation. Might be a little bit too over enthusiastic on the cobble.
Oh, it very much is, but the idea is then you don't have to AFK it for so long.
I want to AFK on it for like 5 billion years, and then I can play the game.
The bigger issue then becomes unloading all the cobble. Because, like, obviously we're going to have it... The furnaces are going to be going into shulkers. But if you're going to be AFKing for longer than it takes a shulker to fill up, then we'll need some way to break that current shulker and place a new shulker under the furnace.
No, this is the wrong block.
Yeah, you want it one further down. You just place it in the same spot.
No, I didn't. I'm testing you. It's a misinput.
Missed input. Easier from up here.
I mean, yeah, but it's way cooler if I do it my way.
Yeah. I
don't like this
can work on
song
crafting more furnaces.
We could just fully take apart that old setup if you want.
I don't want to take it fully apart yet.
Why not?
Because it's good reference.
True. I can go downstairs and grab a bunch of iron. Because we'll need iron and wood to make more hoppers.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a lot.
I think we already have a bunch of hoppers crafted, potentially.
Where?
In the item sorter.
I can look, but last time I checked, it seemed pretty empty. Because I think we used a lot of hoppers in in another project. I grabbed one too many. That should be enough. I guess I could grab more if I really wanted. Yeah, I could grab more if I really wanted.
So I think I want this, because of the limited space, I think I want it to load shulkers outward.
Wouldn't they go down to a hopper?
I guess we could go further down.
What the hell is this? I feel like this is the first time I'm seeing that. Item sorter. That's where I'm going. A water check. Also, anybody that has the Taco Bell app, if you log in at 2 o'clock Pacific time, what's the PT stand for?
Specific time.
Specific time. There's a chance you could get a free
free kiss on the forehead.
What's the name of those bottles that people were freaking out? Stanley. There's a free chance you could get a free Baja Blast Stanley. I'm gonna be logging in on stream, so you guys can all be there with me. That's 5 o'clock for me. Oh, we have a bunch of furnaces too. Holy shit! Don't craft any furnaces.
Yeah, it's not that many furnaces.
Dude, I have like over 1,000 furnaces now.
I know, I saw.
Hoppers. Where would hoppers be? Probably with redstone, right? You would think. Best of luck. Thank you. Hoping. Ooh, today while I was doing my leg workout, my lower body, I'm gonna need a shulker for all this junk. Today while I was doing my lower body workouts, I was catching up on the Fauna Pikmin stream. It was very funny. Shit, there's no... Damn it. Oh, wait, I can throw some of this junk away. I don't need... you. Oh, about to sneeze. Hold on.
I gotta do some actual math.
We love that for you.
I think I can simplify... the bottom part. So we're limited by furnace speed coming out the bottom.
Yes.
So that we can actually run into one hopper line. And that can run into a shulker. So a bunch of furnaces can feed a single shulker, and that'll make doing the shulker swapping a lot easier because I'll have more room for the redstone for that. But I need to figure out how many furnaces I can feed into a single hopper line without overloading the hopper line, because eventually there will be a point where I have enough furnaces to overload hopper speed, and I want to figure that out. But
yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't understand any of this, and I still...
We are min-maxing hard right now to make this work properly. Is what I'm saying.
I don't understand how the speed of the furnace can outpace the speed of the hopper, but
if you have enough furnaces feeding into one hopper line, it will outpace it. And that's what I'm planning on doing is to... Okay, here, we can do the math live. Let's figure this out live. So it takes 200 game ticks for a furnace to smelt.
Guys, get your pen and paper out for this one.
So 200 game ticks to smelt one item. In 200 game ticks, how many items can a hopper move?
I don't know.
I'm looking it up right now. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking me as
no.
way
That's
me.
This is... I'm just out loud talking through my logic.
Hey, right here, this shulker on the end.
Hang on, I'm not tabbed in right now.
The shulker on the end has all of the stuff that I grabbed.
Okay, so a hopper moves an item every 4 redstone ticks, which is once every 8 normal ticks.
Okay.
So it takes 200 ticks to smelt an item, 8 ticks to move an item. So how many... That would just be 200 divided by 8, because I just need to know how many furnaces it would take to match that 8 ticks.
25. 200 divided by 8 is 25. So that would be 25 furnaces. So when you say one hopper line, does this count as a hopper line? The way that we're doing it? Do you want to push it to 25? Okay. Awesome. Okay, so look at me real quick. Look at me real quick. There you go. No, 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 no. I already did it. I already did it. I already did it. This is 24. I don't understand how the furnaces make this go faster. There, that shulker that you just put here is this one right here. Look at me. Look at me. This one. That one. No, look in this hopper. There's a shitload of hoppers and furnaces. I don't understand how this is going to speed it up, but I trust you. I was just crafting it. But we should have some in one of the in the one of in one of the shulkers that you grabbed, there should be like a bunch of smooth stone. And then we also got to set up the fuel source. I'm okay filling it. I'm okay putting it on the end. Because then you can run through this air. Oh, never mind. You already did it. Because if you run through this middle, then it lets us service it. Because you have them on each side. We had talked about making one side furnaces and the other side collection. Like so that we could have cobble and regular stone. Do we know how we'll do the regular collection? Bruh. Okay. I guess I could build that one like over here, I guess. You know, not connected. Just watching my inventory fill with cobble is so funny. I love having shitloads of cobble for no reason. Something in my brain just gets like happy when I have a whole inventory full of copper. I don't know why I keep filling these. I'm gonna have to take them out anyway. Did I grab the Oh, forgot to fill that. Silly Billy versus the unmatched power of the sun. Begin. Yo, my name is Silly Billy and okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know how, like, I'm not going to mess with the speed anymore because I think that's a contentious issue right now, but we could just hook it up to, like, a shitload of chests and just fill them with lava buckets. Yeah, I also don't mind, like, I really don't mind, I don't mind doing the lava bucket method. I will refill it. So here's what I'm saying. When you quote unquote AFK at it, you could be filling up lava buckets and putting it in.
I know. My biggest thing is, and I did something fancy with the other one to mitigate this, but each lava bucket you put in is going to produce an empty bucket.
Yes.
So that increases the amount of items coming down through this item hopper line at the bottom, which technically decreases our throughput. And
Yeah,
also you have to have some sort of way to pull those
Then we have to
buckets.
build a bamboo farm over here that has to be able to outpace all 4 of these running all at once.
Oh, the bamboo farms are nutty fast. Trust me.
Okay.
Bamboo farms are nutty fast. I'm just thinking because those lava buckets have to be pulled out of this last shulker box as well, and they'll also waste some space in the shulker box. And if we're truly min-maxing, it's not ideal.
Min-maxing.
We can start with that and just leave it like that for a while, but eventually I want to swap it out. We're min-maxing here. Wouldn't understand. It's like we're playing Factorio, but in Minecraft.
Ew.
Well, Factorio's fine. What's wrong with Factorio?
I don't have anything against it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I just thought it would be funny to be like, ew, because then you'd be like, well, I like the game.
I honestly haven't played Factorio.
Oh.
I just know that a lot of it is like doing a bunch of math to figure out like what different crafting stuff, like how many items it takes per second, and then figuring out how many like of the previous machine you need to build to fill it and keep it full, if that makes sense.
Kinda. Do you apparently you build new factories every time you learn something new, I've heard.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, it's not exactly that, but that's why I like treating farms.
You gotta hook up the furnace thing on the other side. You got it.
The furnace thing?
The fuel thing, yeah. You got it. You're doing it. The hell is this song? Okay, it's getting started. It's getting started. Oh man, you know who I haven't seen in a long time? Dreams. I hope he's okay.
You talked in the Discord the other day.
Today, actually.
Yeah, today.
Instead of slur in chat.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Guess we got to
That's just the way of the British people, though.
Here's an empty one.
I was emptying it, but yeah. Perfect.
And then we need the smooth stone. Where's the smooth stone? Where's the smooth stone? There we go. Okay, now let me put the water in and see. I have a feeling the water's gonna mess up.
Oh, so I didn't take into account one thing. We got to replace one of these, or the furnaces where the water doesn't make it to. We got to replace with ice. I forgot about that.
Bruh. I said, how does it go over? And you were like, oh, well, it just does. So, like,
Just does. I didn't know that's what you were asking. That's fine. We'll just extend that back just by 3 more furnaces, because there's 3 spots where there's signs. Or 2 spots where there's signs, so 2 furnaces.
but what we gotta see is how far out the water goes.
I'm just where you had it last.
You're missing what I'm saying. It's okay.
Oh, like, oh, on the last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see if 3 is enough to make that work. Ooh. I'm gonna go grab some more food. I'll be right back. So how much do you need the old one as a reference?
I mean, just don't break it yet. We can still use the old one too.
No,
No?
the cobblestone generator's broken.
Well, I mean, you can manually load stuff into it.
But that's not very efficient.
Nothing's efficient.
Here we go. Here we go. Mr. Hypocrite over here. We got a min-max, except when it's random redstone that I built that's broken. Then we don't have to min-max. We only min-max the stuff that Ace built.
Exactly.
Ooh,
Now
my
you're
copper's-
getting it.
My copper's ready. We're like, oh no. The stuff that Ace built, he really likes. So let's complain about how it's not efficient enough. But the stuff I built can sit
I wasn't complaining.
unfinished.
I was
and
complaining about how it's
unfinished
too
and,
efficient.
It can sit unfinished and abandoned forever. No, I was thinking I could move the we could build something in that space there as well, because then we'd have 2 farms really close to each other. But I don't know what farm I'd put there, so it's not really a great idea right now. I mean, that's where we could build the bamboo, although transporting it all the way over there would be kind of a pain. Wow, this really went. I had to go silent because my phone was going off. I didn't want anybody to hear my voicemail and hear that I live at My name is Walter Hartfelt White. I live at something Aurora Lane.
Is it 302 Aurora Lane or something?
Yeah.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. Did
My
you ever see
social
that clip where
security
that guy
number is-
started saying that to the one Japanese VTuber, and she kept going, "No understand, no speak English, Japanese, Japanese," and he just kept going through the whole monologue without even being phased. It was so funny.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, okay. Hear me out on this one. So you ever get those memes that are so unfunny that it loops around to be funny when you reference it because it's like you're referencing it in an ironic way?
Sure.
So Mike and I, the one that like Big Chungus. It's kind of funny to like be like, haha, Big Chungus. Because it's not funny.
It's so unfunny that
it's looping around. So the one that's gotten that way for us recently is Hawktua in
yeah.
But the only way it's funny is whenever anybody in Overwatch complains about how we're playing, we just type Hawktua, and if they keep going, we just say like spit on that thing over and over again. And it is so funny because people will a lot of the people in Overwatch just eat the bait up because they're so starving. They start lunging on that bait. There was a guy who kept mauling over our usage of Hawktua. He's like, "That's why you're hard stuck gold. You suck. I hate you. I should Hawktua on your dead body or some shit." It was crazy. He was going fucking wild, and we're just laughing our asses off because we just keep going Hawktua. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Meme's dead. Meme's not funny, but using it in that way is based and also hilarious.
Do you have torches per chance?
I thought I had some, but I don't. Oh, we could put torches on these. That's literally all. That's all I got. So can I fill these shulkers with lava buckets?
Give me 1 second, because I gotta double check and make sure there's no items that fell through the system in the furnaces.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. The print was supposed to take 2 hours, and it's not done yet, but I haven't been streaming for 2 hours yet. I'm so used to starting at noon. Shh, don't tell Kirby, okay? Don't tell Kirby, okay? Thanks, guys.
Don't tell me what.
Well, why'd you cover this up?
I'm gonna dig it back out. I'm temporary.
Oh, okay.
I need to check the hoppers behind each furnace. Very important, because if I don't do this, potentially we just clog up the system and we don't know why.
How it feels to make redstone in Minecraft. Oh, I like that. Oh, I love symmetry. Oh, I love symmetry. Do you have a hopper in your inventory, by any chance?
Shulker box, that's what I'm looking for right now, and I just found it.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
I had to pop over to a work tab and came back to Kirby doing a voiceover to Ace placing torches. Yeah. Wait. Kirby voiceover to me placing
A
torches?
voiceover?
Bonk.
People keep telling me that I should get into voice acting, but the voice acting community is so dog shit that
Why?
I'd
You don't
rather
have a good
not.
voice.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
kidding. I'm kidding. Are you interested in that?
No, not really.
I was gonna say, yeah.
That's
It's like
why I
when
don't,
people
like,
look
really
at
care.
athletes and are like, you should be a coach. It's like, not everybody's built for that, you know. Kirby was talking about doing something to keep the furnaces from clogging. It looked like that was going to fit. Oh, by placing torches. No, I was just placing those so it was more lit up. Where do I get this ice from?
Do you have Silk Touch?
Yeah, I do.
You could find some ice and Silk Touch it, but I don't know
Can I make
readily
ice
where there is some.
by placing water down?
It would probably be easier just go check the item sorter. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of ice in it. Unless you wanna, like, go place some ice. Just make sure it's far enough away from, like, a torch or something, and then you just gotta wait.
Oh, awesome! This
We
is
need
so cool.
we need 4 pieces of ice, so honestly, I would just go to the item sorter and look for it. I'm pretty well. Maybe we don't have any in the item sorter. I'm not sure.
Oh, I need one more. I know, it was just funny. Oh no, you're okay. You're okay. I thought it was funny too, and I just wasn't paying attention.
He was too busy min-maxing.
Too busy getting all my hopes and dreams dashed by Kirby, saying that my ideas don't work.
Your idea's a piece of shit. I'm kidding.
Kirby's like, I hate you.
Yeah, there was a bunch of packed ice in the item sorter.
I got it. Don't worry. I got it, okay? I'm gonna be there in a second with the ice. Don't even fret.
I have.
Don't
The
fret.
thing is, I want it to be packed ice so it doesn't melt. So you need to do that 9 times 4 times. So you need 36 to make the amount of packed ice that we need.
Yeah, no, I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
You're stressing. Hey, I'm doing something. Can you give me a break? Thanks. Guys, I did it. I got ice. This is so stupid. That's why it's funny. This is so stupid.
You're just standing there waiting for it to freeze.
It makes for great stream content. This is why people subscribe, to see me sit and watch paint dry.
The funny thing is, I've already been to the item sorter and I made it back and I already placed the ice.
Why did you have to tell me that? You could have just not told me that. It would have been okay.
You would have
It would have been so much funnier if I had come back and been like, "Honey, I got the ice," and then it's completely unnecessary.
And I can be like, "Oh, thank you. Here, throw it to me," and then I just put it in a chest.
Oh yeah, I'll use this. You let it melt and then put blocks over top of it so it goes away.
We could fill this with lava now.
I gotta get there. Kirby needs me. Oops. Do you have ice spikes on the server? What are ice spikes? Is that a modded thing?
No, a biome.
Oh yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if
where
we
it is.
found one of those biomes yet. We haven't really like gone super exploring. Or if we have found one, we don't have a way to get to it easily.
Wait, why did I TP? I didn't want to TP. That wasn't Silk Touch. Yeah, I know. It made the joke funnier that it wasn't Silk Touch. I waited the whole time and then just broke the ice. Why is my run not working? Oh, it's because I'm so used to the... What's it called? That's funny. Are you filling it up with lava or what's up?
I'm working on it. I'm making lava. Gonna take a lot of lava though.
Yeah, I know. We got a lot of buckets. Actually, I shouldn't take the out of here because then they won't be able to make this run anymore. That's another thing that kind of sucks is it takes forever for lava to generate.
I mean, with a big enough farm, the problem is you can't auto collect it. If we could auto collect lava, it would be worth doing the item sorter thing where you pull out the bucket and stuff. But you
But see, the problem is I enjoy that kind of stuff that you don't. So that's why I'm like, just let me do it.
I mean, I don't have to make the bamboo farm. I could just leave it as is, and
Yeah.
you continue to do your thing.
Because, like, for me, going through and collecting all the lava and then, like, filling this up with lava buckets is fun. So, like, I don't mind doing it. Now, obviously, it won't be this long every time because we're putting
Yeah, we have to like
brand new
backfeed the whole
lava
system. Yeah.
into an empty system. Wait, did I make this? I made the same joke.
I was trying to figure out what was going on.
It's like, what? Why is the lava disappearing?
Huh? Where's it all going?
Nani? Lava? Lava
Nani?
doko? Lava doko? I'm gonna be speaking like that for like the next couple months because I got my Henya figure, and every time I look at her, I'm gonna be like, Lava Dio.
Okay, so it's only a couple more furnaces that need to fill up. Oh, are you putting them in that one?
Fuck, am I messing it up?
Well, it's fine, but that half of the furnaces aren't going to be used until I fix the TNT.
Well, you said it was gonna be easy, so like, shouldn't take long to fix it, right?
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do it today.
Oh man. I'm tired. I had a busy day. I worked really hard. Oh. Guess what comes in the mail today as well as the Henya?
Mhm.
My Ame birthday merch comes in today.
Oh, hell yeah.
And my Ame plush. I am so excited. I have a problem. I buy
That
so
reminds
many
me, I gotta
plushes.
check. So,
Do
did I tell you
cauldrons make
the...
a redstone signal when they fill? I don't know. That would be up to Kirby. I think with an observer
They do. Yes, they do. No, not with... Well, you can do it with an observer and just count the number of pulses, but you can just... You can put a comparator on it. The problem is you can't automatically collect it with a dispenser or a dropper. That does not work.
They should
So
add that. in the next
that's
update.
your bottleneck right there. So like I have a system um up the staircase a little bit. I am completely out of food. I have a system up the staircase a little bit where you can fill up your inventory and then hold right click on the system and it'll move the full cauldrons in front of you so that you automatically pick it up, but because your inventory is full, it drops it into a hopper in front of you. That's about the closest you can get to automating it, but you still need to be there holding right
This
click.
is the system, by the way. It's,
Yeah, so
I'm not using it. I'm cheating and just grabbing all the lava.
I just did that.
But yeah, here's the cauldrons that come down. and
Yeah,
just
so
hold
it snakes the cauldrons around and moves them in front of you. But because you can't automatically collect with a dispenser.
Can you tell which of these was built by? Hold on. Can you tell which of these was built by me and which was built by Kirby? Left or right? Who built what? Oh. Oh man. Mine is just a set of lines of the same thing over and over again. They all have a lava bucket now, or at least I think they do. Let me check. Yeah. Yep, they all have a lava bucket. I'm gonna turn it on and see how it works.
So that still might not be enough furnaces and hoppers to keep up with it, but
so many of my builds
test.
are cobble. I just play with chisel mods. I don't know what chisel mods do, but it sounds cool.
Yo, what's blown up?
There's something kind of homey about this. I like enclosed Minecraft spaces. Gives you like 20 to 40 different cobblestone designs. Dang, that sounds so cool. Totally unrelated. I really wish they'd make a stone cutter, but for wood. It doesn't make sense that they don't have one, but they should.
Yeah, especially since some things are more efficient to make on a stone cutter versus crafting it.
I noticed there's an error. There's an issue in your design.
Oh, yeah, if you want to fix that real quick.
I don't have any tools. I'll put them all away.
Yeah, I can do it.
Put all my shit in this chest here.
You put all your shit in the chest.
So that I could carry more stuff. So I was more efficient, which I know you love. So I don't need these buckets. I do need this copper though. They give a couple options in modded, but it would be amazing to have it in the base game. Oh, the different cobble designs? I agree. I think we need more colors. That's the big thing that I think we're missing is colors. Like, wool is so limited. There's like, what?
I mean, you have concrete now, but
12?
you don't have like any like slabs or stairs in colors.
Yeah.
If we had like concrete stairs and slabs, ooh,
That'd be sick.
builds would go nutty.
And then they should add concrete to the stone cutter, unless it already is on the stone cutter.
It's not.
They should add it to the stone cutter. Hey, I got the empty buckets.
Yeah, so technically the empty buckets are gonna mess with the output. but we might be okay still. This might
I
be
mean,
enough
couldn't you get the
furnaces to just.
filter sticks and just pull them out, like you did?
Yeah, but
previously?
it's still gonna. That's still one extra item going
Oh,
through the
mess with
hoppers
the
at the bottom.
efficiency. My bad. I thought you said
Yeah.
mess with like how much we can store.
Yeah, no, that's not a big deal. I just want to see if
I know
If
it's
this
not
is enough
practical
furnaces.
for like automation, but hearing you be like, "Oh, bamboo's more efficient," bothers me because it's like, but lava smelt 100 block. That's a lot of block.
True. Okay, here's counter argument. You could craft bamboo. I mean, you have to craft bamboo into planks so that it's smeltable, right?
I didn't know
Craft it
that.
into planks.
I thought bamboo on its own was
No.
furnaceable.
My logic is flawed, so never mind. I was gonna say smelt it into charcoal and then craft that into charcoal blocks, and that smelts 64. And yeah, it's less than 100, but it's closer. But you can't.
Why would it be in the
smelt
stone
bamboo
cutter?
planks.
Concrete doesn't cut. It
But
does.
that's what we're saying. If there was slab and stair alternatives, then it would make sense to add it.
Do you
to
have the new
stone cutter.
crafter things? Yeah, the auto crafters.
Yes,
Yeah,
yep.
I'll go to them right now and show you.
Oh yeah, if we want to show
We have them
the
hooked up to the
firework farm.
string. Duper.
The firework farm is nutty. Or I guess since we're closer to the string, yeah.
Yeah, I only want to show it off because it's just me. I just stuck one of those on the.
But the
string.
firework farm is like a whole ass factory. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I know, but then we have to turn off the cobblestone generator. If they make
I should
concrete
probably-
stairs, then they should absolutely be in the stone cutter. And concrete can be cut, just not very easily. You should see the drill bits that the plumbers have so that they can cut concrete. It's crazy. Yeah, so here it is. Let me fill it up with string. Did you fix it, or is it still kind of broken? Let me see.
Oh, was it broken?
No, it's working. Yeah, you fixed it. That's fucking sick. I don't even know how this works, so don't ask me. It's just cool.
It's not a very efficient design, like space-wise, but it works. Put down a wood stove, right-click with concrete powder, and makes it stair.
Wrong tab.
Yeah, I guess that
tab.
could work. I think it would just make more sense, though,
Add concrete molds.
to just craft the concrete stairs.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, like, if you're
No,
comparing
that
it to, like, how
that
you
sounds
would
cool
actually
for like a
form
modded
concrete.
Minecraft. Like there's some
Yeah.
mods that make it more realistic and like you have to purify the water before you drink it. Or you have to drink liquids because you have like a liquid and a hunger bar and like all that stuff. To me that makes it unfun because managing all of that stuff is Ace is getting in Kirby's personal space. Shh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. We're BFFs. Oh, it was really funny. Yeah, for regular Minecraft, you don't need that amount of realism. Yeah, no, I think pretty much anybody that I know doesn't like hunger in Minecraft. Everybody that I know of is like, hunger was a mistake. They shouldn't have added hunger to Minecraft.
I don't know, I think it's fine.
Everybody's like, why would you not just make it like every other game where food directly restores your health?
That's how it was.
Yeah, because I kind of see what they're saying. It just is like an extra step to achieve the same function.
Yeah, no, you're right.
They're like, what does the
'Cause,
hunger
like-
bar add to the game that regular health systems don't? Like, it's just another step. It's kind of like what we're complaining about, the problem with, what's it called? The problem with, oh my gosh, I can't think of the name. The problem with the stairs. Because you have to go to a crafting bench and craft those. Which is just an extra step to achieve the same outcome. See what I'm saying? Or no?
Yeah.
Does hunger give you an alert that you don't have food on hand before you have damage?
No, you just start
No.
taking damage if
You
you're
just
out of hunger.
Well, that's only on... no, you're right. Yeah, if
Well,
you're
I
out
mean,
of hunger,
technically, the alert would be you can't sprint anymore.
Yeah.
So once you're below a certain amount of hunger before you start taking starvation damage, you lose the ability to sprint.
Yeah. I should make an automatic berry farm.
I don't know if you can.
Yes, you can.
Can you? Okay.
Yeah. It's
Berries
really
are
cool.
legitimately like the worst food, though. They have such a bad saturation. That's another thing. Hunger has a hidden value, saturation.
Yeah. Hunger's kind of like...
Yeah, no, you're right. Hunger's just bad. It's just bad.
Everyone's like, they added it to make it feel more real, but it just isn't very fun on a conceptual level.
Yeah.
Because it just replaces... Instead of restoring your health, you have to wait for it to restore your health. Which is why if you look at any like competitive Minecraft like game, they only use golden apples because they directly
Is that actually
restore
directly?
your health. Because
And that doesn't even directly
restore
restore your health. It gives you regeneration, but it gives you 2 of the
gold
hearts. So
Yeah.
that's the health that gets
I feel like food
restored,
is a fun part of the game, and hunger encourages trying out different foods. True, but what point
Once you realize
once-
that golden apples have the highest saturation, then
what's the
that's
point of
all
ever getting
They're
any
not
other
golden
food?
apples, golden carrots.
We're in ultra hard where there's no natural regen. I don't know. There's so many mods and stuff in those competitive. I was just using it as like an off example. I didn't mean to like offend. If anybody's like a really big like what's it called? Hunger aficionado. I don't mean to offend.
I mean to offend. Hunger's bad. So
I agree with you. Experimenting with foods should be more.
do you see what's happening?
Yeah, I
by the
do.
way?
It's filling up.
Yeah.
Just like I thought.
It's not enough furnaces. We need more furnaces for one of these farms.
I thought you said it needed to be 25.
It's 25 to max the output on this hopper line. So we would need another shulker
I don't
collection
understand
box.
how this is faster than just putting them into hoppers and into a chest.
Because eventually those fill up as well. See, this we can expand further. The hopper line into a chest, we can't.
What about more chests? And like
Well-
more hoppers? Oh, I see what you mean. It's only one
Technically,
branch.
yes, but eventually we're going to have to run them over furnaces anyways. So why not remove that middleman?
I guess. All right, I'll go turn it off. I mean, eventually I just kind of throw my hands up and let you do what you want to do with the farms.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at this bottom hopper down here while it's still smelting, the one right before the shulker box at the end, you can see it's just constantly moving items through. If we were to put one more furnace on this line, this would start filling up, technically. But you see right now it's just moving the items through. So we would need, as we add more furnaces, we'll need another collection shulker, basically, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
But that was that now we at least know we at least need another section of furnaces per cobble farm, which is kind of nutty because this is already, I think this is more furnaces than we had in the other setup. Although the other setup was backing up too, if you let it run, I think, right?
I don't think so.
Was it not?
What was backing up was the item elevator.
Yeah, I guess, but that's, I mean, the item elevator's at hopper speed.
No, but what I mean is, like, if you remember correctly, that's why I put this double chest here, because it was literally getting bottlenecked at this chest. The rest of it was going super fast.
Oh, okay.
Because the item elevator is dependent on these droppers.
Yeah.
So the item elevator would... On the other hand, I hate mod packs that are like, make these 30 foods that each have 20 ingredients. Yeah, at that point, I might as well play Cooking Mama.
I mean, but that's kind of the fun of mod packs, is that you don't have to get deep into that specific thing.
I'm gonna say
so,
something
like, if you're
really
into cooking and stuff, you might like
at
doing
that
kind
point.
of stuff.
At that point, I might as well just play a game that does it better. That's built for that.
True.
Not to
There's
be
some
rude
cool-
towards people that enjoy mod packs. If that's your John, more to you. But like, I really love Picross. I play it all the time. I think you probably see how much I open it up late at night because I just want to play some Picross. I wouldn't want to download a Picross mod into Minecraft. I would just play a Picross game. But if that's your, like, you really like mod packs, I'm glad you do. Honestly, the fact that you can get that much out of just one game is really commendable. But I would just rather play a game that does that one thing better anyway, because Minecraft is really good at that's why I only play in vanilla, because I really enjoy just the core part of Minecraft. I feel like there's always something new just to get out of vanilla. And you know me, I don't like games that get complicated. I like my games to be really simple, and then I can be creative with how I play the game. So, yeah. Also, I'm weird and I like boring, monotonous tasks. Like, that's why every once in a while when I want to break from life, I'll grind out and 100% a Lego game. Really enjoy that. I'm running out of Lego games, though. I should, the art of other games is overwhelming. Now, do you mean like the art or the art of playing other games is overwhelming? Because I get that. I have a huge Steam library, and so every once in a while when I take a look at it, I get overwhelmed. Like, too many polygons confuse me, and I hurt myself in confusion. Don't play Deadlock. We were talking about it earlier. That one, you'll play that and explode. Oh gosh, this might be a problem. We're getting there's cobblestone backed up at like every part of this.
Yeah, that's just how it's gonna be. Until we have enough furnaces, it's just gonna back up.
Gotcha. I might empty this shulker out and spend the rest of the stream doing my favorite thing, which is placing cobblestone.
Okay, I was gonna build a shulker swapper at the end of this, because this shulker is literally already full, so it's gonna start filling up these hoppers below. And stop smelting because of that. So
Am I out of
I'm gonna
space
build
already?
a quick
Shit.
I need to grab redstone though.
Oh wait, hold on. I get lost. I get stuck in walls. I can't see the mobs against the background. Yeah, that's true. Some games can get really confusing really fast.
That's why you gotta play Ultra Kill.
Oh, yeah, because Ultra Kill's not confusing at all. I don't know if OMB's here. Probably it was past his bedtime. I had to head out. But that's why I didn't like Pizza Tower, because I thought I just like a really simple platformer that's got a low skill floor but a high skill ceiling. Because a lot of Pizza Tower I felt like I was struggling with, not because I wasn't good at the game, but because I didn't understand all the mechanics. And it's a more, what's the word for it? It's a more nuanced take to have, but like for me, going fast in something like Sonic, I guess I'll use as an example, is really rewarding for me because I feel responsible for everything because there's literally just 2 buttons, you know? So like when you go fast, it's like I feel like I earned it because I was really creative. But when I go slow in Pizza Tower, it's like I just don't know the mechanics well enough. You know, like, oh, well, I didn't press that button here or that there, and I just, It's like how you play different Lego games where the aesthetic and controls are generally the same and there's variety in how those are used. Yeah, true. A lot of the games that I play, I have muscle memory for, and so people will be like, well, one of my talents is I'm really good at quickly picking up something. So a lot of the times I'll play a game and I'll be like the quickest one to like get a good strategy for, but I hit my wall very quickly with games where like I don't improve. So yeah. That's why I'm not a huge fan of competitive, or why I don't, up until recently, I don't play a lot of competitive games, but this could be a totally different conversation, but playing Overwatch and Fortnite has completely changed my view on competitive games, because I used to, like, whenever I would play them, I would hit a wall, and I wouldn't improve, and I'd be like, well, now I just can't play these anymore, because I can't compete with the people that are better than me, but I've been getting better at getting better, if that makes sense, which is nice. Because I always looked at gaming as like, well, it's a hobby. I shouldn't have to practice a hobby. That's really boring and kind of defeats the purpose of a hobby. But I've kind of learned how to have fun with getting better at something. How to have fun with training, which is something that I never did when I swam. So those competitive experiences have completely changed the way that I've looked at esports as a legitimate thing. At least I assume Lego Star Wars has different sets and characters than Lego 2K Drive. I actually do own Lego 2K Drive. I gotta play it at some point. Kirby, I don't know if I told you, but I went to Walmart near me and they had Lego 2K Drive, the one with a Lego set, on sale for $10, and I picked it up. I was so fucking excited. Gifted kid syndrome. Oh no. No, she's so true.
Yeah.
Fuck. See, the sad part is I was never gifted. I took the test and they were like, he's not the right kind of gifted. I remember it because I think one of the questions they asked me was, they said define rival, and I just explained to them what a rival was in Pokemon, and somehow they thought I like, wasn't gifted.
I think Orchid means more not gifted as in like a prodigy, but gifted as like you were ahead in a lot of your classes and didn't really have to try in a lot of them, and that ended up biting you in the
no, I get what no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's I just whenever anybody says that about me, I laugh because, well, obviously I have more. There's no good brain already rotted. Thanks. Obviously I know more about my life than you guys do, but whenever I get that a lot, and it's very funny to hear that because I was never labeled as gifted, so it's like, well, I wasn't though. No, but I get what you're saying. It's not necessarily like I have to be instantly good at something to enjoy it, but I get to this point where I'm like, if I'm gonna have fun with something, I don't want to have to train on it, you know? That was kind of my opinion. It wasn't that I wasn't instantly good at a game, because for the most part, I think rhythm games are the only ones that I don't pick up very quickly. But my issue was always like I didn't want to sit there and practice a game because I was like, why would anybody put that many hours into just one game doing one thing? I think the only game that I've ever put that many hours into until recently was TF2. But the reason that I grinded out TF2 so much is because I constantly was playing different modes and different maps. So I wasn't just playing I played very little of the actual game growing up. I played a lot more like custom maps and stuff like that. It was more so social than it was like an actual game to me. I mean, we know you better than you know yourself, Mortal. That was a little spooky. Soon you're going to put in my address and my IP number, and I'm going to go, guys, I got to go. I'm going to end the stream a little bit early. Rhythm games have taught me I have no rhythm. Yeah, it's funny because I grew up playing the trumpet, and I consider myself to have pretty good rhythm, but then I play rhythm games, and I look like I'm a toddler smacking together like sticks. If you start making more editing Minecraft content, you should consider putting the server into Fabric so you can run replay. Ooh, gotcha. I wondered how all those people made those really nice.
You can run
Minecraft.
Replay's not a server side mod. You can run that client side, like fully client side. You don't need.
I wondered how all those people made those really nice Minecraft videos.
Yeah.
With replay, that's cool.
Replay mod's really cool.
I own Taiko Rhythm Drum, and I want to play it at some point on stream. I also own Samba de Amigo, which I want to play. Oh, the one that I got recently was, have you ever seen the fitness boxing games? A bunch of the Hololive girls played the Hatsune Miku one recently.
Yeah.
They made a Fists of the North Star version of that, and I picked it up for $10, and I kind of want to play it because it's like a boxing game. I also have Ring Fit Adventure that I got for really cheap. I think $20. Never mind, that's even easier. Yeah, honestly, so I don't say this to constantly be like, woe is me, I have a hard life, but since everything is all on me, I have enough footage to do like big videos. In fact, like I've had videos that I've been working on since December that I just can't finish because I'm editing all my stuff. Eventually down the line, if I, had like some sort of like revenue out of the channel, I would probably use that to hire an editor first before I did anything else. Also, I found an artist that I really want to commission for a 3D model, but it's like expensive, and I don't know if I could afford that. But the hope is that if I were to have a connection where I had some like financial like perk of the job, I would hire an editor. Like that would be the first thing that I would do, because I mean I stream twice a week. What the hope would be is my footage. I got at like Costco, I got an 8 terabyte hard drive, and I just save all of my videos to that thing. And I've been filling it for years with footage of various games that I've been playing and stuff. What I would like to do in the future is if I had like an editor or something like that, I would have I think that's when I would make a second channel, like a VODs channel. Something just fell off my shelf, sorry, and scared the shit out of me. Anyway, editor.
Ooh,
I would open up a second channel that would be for Twitch VODs, stuff like that. And I would post most of the like 3D printed content and like main videos that I make on this channel. I would still stream on this channel. And then the VODs channel would be for Twitch, and I would also have like clips and stuff. So the editor would do like the only stream stuff and like gaming and stuff like that, and then I would do the main like 3D printed content. I think that would be the best way to keep it manageable and like make it easy on the editor too, because I don't want to just like hand them a bunch of footage and be like, make it like I would make it. but I don't want people to then look at my videos and be like, it doesn't feel like Ace makes these videos anymore, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm just like saying shit that's completely crazy or if I'm making sense to you guys, but I was thinking about it today because I was editing a bunch of videos and I was like, I really suck at this. But I mean, that's kind of the whole point of an editor, is you hire an expert to do a job, you know, like they're an editor, their whole job is to edit, you know. The reason it takes me so long is because I'm not an editor, you know, like, so I struggle to do things that would probably be really simple for someone that knows more about it. Anyway, I'm just talking out loud. What I wish YouTube would let you do is, when I edit, I realize that my actress was a Nepo hire. Oh, you're an actress. Good on you. I gotta reach out to Dreams and see if he was actually interested in having me on as an editor for his channel. I would love to do some stuff on the side. Oh, by the way, but she's better than the script writer. You have a script writer and an editor? Wow. Unless it's you and you're just like making a joke. Are you doing Redstone, Kirby?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, you got kind of quiet there. Oh yeah, me, myself, and I. I thought that's what you were getting towards. We're a great team of one. Yeah, I'm so lucky that GG is able to make assets and stuff for me, because if not, I would have been completely screwed. I think that's why when I started streaming, that's why it took me a little bit to start streaming, even though I started my channel. Like, I started my channel before I started streaming, because I was like, what do I do for like art and stuff like that, because I'm not an artist. Woo, woo. Yeah, I think it's kind of a two-way street. A lot of people start doing YouTube, me included, because it's just something that they like doing. You know, it's like a kind of like an off hobby, and then as soon as you bring another person on that depends on you for like a wage and stuff like that, then it's a business and it becomes something different. But you can only do so much when it's not a business, you know, like when there's not a financial piece. It's kind of like a gray area kind of topic. I don't like his stuff much, but Skeppy's videos on trolling his editor lets me see how good an editor can sift gold out of dog poop. That's true. That's true. I feel really bad for some of the editors that have to do like VOD edits of VODs that are like 6 hours long, and they have to make like a 20-minute video out of it. It's like you have to comb through all that footage and sit through and watch it and like, I mean, pick out all the
part of that though is also you can kind of lean on the community a little bit as well. Once a streamer is big enough, they get clips and stuff, and you can go look at the clips and see where the timestamp is and be like, okay, this is a funny part, let's see what led up to it.
That's true. Timestampers are really important. That's why I'm kind of like, man, I would really love to have a bigger community, because stuff like that is like, you're never going to hire somebody to be a timestamper, or like some of the bigger people like Fauna, a lot of her thumbnails, she uses like fan art from the community, and that's like stuff that I don't necessarily have, you know? So when I keep saying, oh, I can't wait to have like a community, those are some other things that I'm talking about. Those are like big unseen things that a lot of the bigger streamers have that's like, dang, I wish I had that. I also think it's really cool. I've always wanted to interact with a community in that way, you know, like I just think it's so cool. But it's a little difficult to verbalize that without looking like a conceited asshole, being like, "Well, I need all these people to be watching and caring about me all the time." But I think if you have been listening to everything that I've been saying, it's, at least I hope it's kind of obvious that that's not what I'm saying, but maybe it's not, and you just think I'm being really conceited and stupid. I don't know. Maybe I'm not making sense. Maybe I'm just yapping. Put the clips into context. Yeah. Getting big like that kind of needs to have edited stuff first. Yeah, you're right. I think that's the one thing holding me back from growing a lot bigger is my output of longer form content. But it's just so tough because like the rap video took me, and it's only like a 15-minute long video. No, it's 10 minutes long. It took me like 3 days to edit. So like anything longer than that, it's just like I don't have the days to keep like giving up to do stuff because I stream on these days, which means that I can't do much on Tuesday, Thursday, and I have a real job that I have to put more of my effort into. So it's like it's kind of tough, but the way that I have my life set up is more sustainable for me long term, so I'm willing to sacrifice that initial growth. And I'm very happy with the community that I've built thus far, so I can't complain. The reasons to do it is to get to talk to people, so it's not weird that you'd want to talk to. Yeah. I think what's more important to me is the community and not necessarily the everybody's talking to me kind of thing, you know? The only reason I keep qualifying everything that I'm saying right now is because you gotta be careful with the internet. It's hard to have nuance on the internet. Wouldn't you agree, Kirby?
Yeah. People like to take stuff out of context.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, like, everyone here understands what you're trying to say, but...
Yeah, somebody could clip it and cut the dialogue and be like, make me look like I'm saying, like, oh, I deserve all these people making fan art and clips of my stuff because I'm putting in all this effort to stream. It's like, I don't deserve a single viewer. The fact that I have any is, like, so cool to me. You would hope that hard work would get you things, but you're not always like you don't deserve
especially
it because you put
especially in the
work,
creative field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hard work is not a guaranteed success thing.
Oh no.
You can definitely edge your odds by working hard.
You should repeat that and make
still...
my avatar really big. Okay, hold on. Just because you work hard at something doesn't mean that you deserve to have a huge audience. You are always lucky for what you do have. I deserve, lol. I think the best way that I can sum it up is actually just to quote another creative. So Adam Savage was talking about that. Somebody said, how do you feel about the fact that something that you worked on has infiltrated pop culture to the place where people like refer to stuff as myth busting? Like that was a word that they, popularized. And he said, well, I feel very fortunate. How many people out there are more talented or more skilled than me or did bigger things that would impact the world, but they didn't have the luck that I had. And so they will, die without any recognition, all that stuff. And he said, I just feel extremely fortunate that I got lucky. That's why you don't take advice from finance bros that are like, here's the path to success. The path to success is just luck. And it sucks, but that's just how it is. I think an interesting case study, actually, coming from the tail end of the Olympics, it's very interesting to look at the difference between how big businessmen talk about their success compared to how athletes talk about their success. Like, almost every big athlete is superstitious. You know, like, there's athletes who wear their lucky socks to every game, or, you know, won't drink or eat certain foods on the day of a game because they feel it, you know, changes their luck. But you ask people like, I understand, not on a political level, just on a level for this conversation, but you look at like Elon Musk or Bill Gates. They're like, well, how did you get where you are? And they're like, well, you know, like, I really grinded. I got out there and, you know, like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. They got lucky. They were very fortunate that they had certain things come out. That doesn't make them unskilled.
Part of it too is that them repeating that saying that it was hard work that got them where it is, keeps people under them working.
Well, yeah, that's the other part, but I wasn't gonna say that because that leans a little bit more political. No, but what I think is that there's this idea that luck is unearned and skill is earned, and I just don't agree with that at all.
I don't think they're mutually exclusive.
I think that skill is definitely important in getting success, but skill just puts you in a position to be more lucky. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think that skill gets you results. I think luck gets you results. It's just how much luck you have. You know? Like, oh, if I'm more skilled, it'll put me in a position to maybe get recognized, that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day,
the skill
it's just
to take advantage of the luck when it finally does hit.
I should put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
The skill to take advantage of your luck. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And I think the smarter you are, the more you realize that. It kind of also feeds into this idea where, because you're always there with yourself, you never realize how far you're growing. Like, every
it's
day,
really important to look back at what you've done in the past and realize, hey, I was shit back then, but that just means I've been getting better.
Well, you don't have to be that hard on yourself. You could be
you have to be that hard about
look at how far I've come from there, you know. One thing that I've been doing recently is I've been going back into my my hard drive and looking at old files that I printed, and I've been taking out the old thing that I printed and trying to remake it to see like how well I've improved from there, how much easier it is to make this project. And I think it's been really great on my mental to do that.
Yeah, I recently went back. I mean, you know, I've been like kind of getting back into art.
Mm-hmm.
I recently went back and looked at some of the art stuff I did even just like a couple of months ago, and it's like, damn, I have been getting a lot better. It's nice to think about.
Yeah. I think for me, the best example of that is this. This will be great for the video that I make, but the Iron Mouse crown that I made this weekend, it was a huge milestone for me because I used the idea from a project that I had been working on before I even started college. And the fact that I was able to take an idea, I saw a clip of her model because I was busy on Thursday. I wasn't able to be there at the actual model debut. I watched the VOD later. But Twitch makes it so hard to watch VODs. Sorry, that's a conversation for a different time. Anyway, so I saw the clip on my TikTok feed on Friday at like 1:00, and by Friday evening I had the model finished. Like I went, okay, this is how I have to make it. These are all the parts that I've got to make. Then on Saturday I tested out the print because I was on stream with Tim and I was testing the like the coding and everything. And then on Sunday I was getting the physical like eye to move back and forth. So in 3 days I was able to go from concept to final product. Now it's not super like it's still pretty rough, but that's a really well made short. Thank you so much. That literally means the world to hear, because I look at it and all I can see is the stuff that I messed up. Like
that's how everybody.
That's how everybody is. I understand. I'm not unique in this, but it just means a lot to hear that. But when the eye, all I could see was like it kept getting caught because it depends on gravity, and since I was holding it at a 45-degree angle, it wasn't super great. But I was like, honestly, that kind of doesn't matter to me, because I was able to take this idea and go from concept to final piece in that short amount of time and make it as good as it was. And to me, I think that's more important than anything else. Also, and this is what I was going to say at the beginning of the stream, but since we're kind of getting sappy and heartfelt at the end of the stream, it's probably better for now. But I remember about a year ago is when Iron Mouse came out with that model that had a crown on it. It was a year ago, right, Kirby?
I honestly don't know. I think it was a little shorter than a year, maybe. I don't know.
Knowing Iron Mouse, it probably was. But either way, around that time, Iron Mouse came out with a model that had a crown, and I was like, oh, that would be really cool with like a purple light in the middle. And I could like use clear plastic to make it float, because it like floats on her head. And I was in VC with Kirby and I was talking about it. I was like, dude, I could make it. And by the time I went to like finish it, Kirby was like, well, time's kind of already passed for it. It's not going to do very well. Like the video's not going to do very well. And so I scrapped the idea. I was like, I got to get faster if I want to make a model based off of Iron Mouse, because she goes through models really quickly. So the turnaround on how popular that would be.
Yeah, she was already, by the time you were going to start making it, she was already teasing another model.
Yeah, because I
remember
because she had a tweet where she teased the next model, and I was like, oh man, I just saw her newest model. And yeah, honestly, I would have expected it to get more views than it has so far. Yeah, well, so yeah, you're not wrong. I kind of expected that too, but what I have to look at is the problem that I'm running into right now is if you go to my Twitter, the tweet about it is going crazy. It is my most interacted with tweet I've ever posted, but people that like a tweet aren't gonna go and interact with the video, because Twitter is set up in a way where it doesn't send stuff to people if there's like links and such. So I just have to kind of hope that people will see that I'm live and come and check me out, or they'll see that I posted new videos. But like my tweets get no traction at all. They get like 0 interaction. And so the people that interacted with my stuff aren't gonna... It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. But yeah, what I was kind of hoping is that maybe you can do a follow-up that they can go to YouTube for a link. See, the problem is if I mention YouTube on Twitter, then Twitter will won't send the
well, I think what out. Orchid Lily is saying is maybe go and post a comment on the original post.
I'm worried
the
it'll
one that
kill
blew
it.
up. But yeah, that's
and also
that's the thing too.
People don't look back at people don't look back at posts that they've already seen. So all of the people that have interacted with it, I doubt are gonna like interact with it. It's just kind of like I didn't know what to do. I posted 2 tweets at the same time. One tweet didn't have a link, only had tags. Then I posted a second tweet right around it that was, and Twitter doesn't really share comments. Yeah, that's true. Oh, it says I have no draw. Okay, never mind. So I posted 2 tweets at the same time, or around the same time. I think there was a 5-minute difference between them. One was my normal tweet style, where it has a link and a couple tags and a picture. Then I posted a second one that had no link, very same dialogue, but I didn't mention YouTube, TikTok, none of that at all. No link, and it blew up. So I think the issue is I can't directly link to stuff. I used to say link in bio, but link in bio is a like a triggered word on Twitter. So if you put that in a tweet, they will look at it the same way that they look at a link. So Twitter will not tell you this directly, but they have certain things that you can't say in a tweet, otherwise they won't share it with anybody unless you pay them money for Twitter Blue or Premium or whatever they call it. And things like YouTube video, Twitch stream, anything that mentions another site will be blocked. Anything that is a hyperlink or like a link to another site will also be blocked. So there is no way that I can send people to my other social medias without being coy about it. I've seen other content creators be like on the orange site when they're talking about Patreon. And I don't want to have to do that because I feel like that's almost e-bagging.
I feel like at this point, I mean, we already talked about this earlier. Maybe it was before we started streaming, but you just can't use Twitter to grow.
Yeah, but can't. Well, so here's the reason that I don't care, because you also are saying to me that I can't use YouTube to grow, and at this point, you just can't grow anywhere. So like, I might as well give up. But you're right. Twitter isn't a place that you can really grow. It's kind of just a place that you send your community to so that they can keep up in the know with you, which I think is very lame. So I'm just going to kind of blissfully act like it's not. Yeah, it started a log in, log out. I think unless something drastically changes at Twitter, I think by next year, Twitter might go under. Because it's so full of bots.
Which would be a good thing.
It's so full of bots that people don't really interact with tweets often anymore, in a serious capacity, because you just assume anytime somebody's saying something crazy, they're a bot. It can't help creators grow, so what's the point as a creator to use Twitter? Literally the only reason that people use Twitter is because there's no alternative out there. Like, I've heard people talking about Threads. Is that the one that's owned by Meta?
That's the Facebook one. Okay. Yeah.
Which I don't like either, because everything...
They already shut it down, though, didn't they?
I don't know. I heard people saying it's still up.
They shut it down. Pretty sure they shut it down.
I wish that YouTube community was better, but it's not, so... Because for me, it would be really awesome if all of my stuff was on one platform. Like, I could tweet, quote-unquote, tweet from YouTube. I could post my shorts. I could post my videos, and I could post my streams. That would be the dream, but the YouTube community page just isn't there. However, big asterisks to saying that community tab isn't there. People said the same thing about shorts a few years ago, and shorts are now at a place where they're competing with TikTok on an actual, like, actually competing. So I think it's just a number of years before the YouTube community page is up to snuff with something like, what's it called? Like Twitter. I think the trade-off that they need to make is that they need to make the community tab a separate tab in the YouTube home menu. Like, you can go on, at least on mobile, you can go to the YouTube app and you can look through just shorts. Like, you can go to just the shorts tab, and it's almost identical to TikTok in how it's set up. But they have your homepage, which is a mixture of everything, which I think is fine. And then, but they don't have just a section for the communities tab. And I think that they
the
should
only
do
place
that.
they have a section that's kind of like that is if you go directly to somebody's channel, they'll have a section for that. But that's not the same as like a community tab feed where you have all of the people you subscribe to give me all of their community posts in chronological order. That would be nice.
Yeah, I think
Instead of just
and they should. I don't know if they. I know they let you put like pictures. As it is now, it's like MySpace where you had to go to people one by one. I am not old enough to have used MySpace, so I cannot tell you whether or not that's true. Oh. Sorry, I got too focused on responding to Tim there. So yeah, I think YouTube has some growing to do before it gets to that place, but I think it's, maybe I'm hopium on this because I really like YouTube, but I think that it has the possibility to be the only site that challenges some of the other big ones. I can't speak on it because I don't really know very much about the site. I've only recently started going on it. But I've heard from a lot of people that ever since Amazon took over Twitch that it has not been doing very well. But I am not the person to ask about that because I
would say I don't want to get too much into it because I don't know all of the gritty details, but Twitch has always been losing money and just surviving off of VC funds, basically. But so are a lot of tech companies.
That's kind of how all tech
YouTube
goes.
loses Google so much money. But ever since Twitch bought it, they are trying their darndest to make it not lose money, and at the detriment of viewer experience.
Yeah.
As far as like, and I don't think it's gotten any worse as far as like how much Twitch is losing. I think Twitch is just being, especially the new CEO, and this is why I like him, Dan Clancy. He's being a lot more transparent about it.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, something needs to change. Twitch is losing money. And he's being transparent about that. And that's why I like him. I don't like all the choices he's making. I'm going
to be like devil's advocate for a sec in favor of some of this stuff. I think the big problem with the internet as it stands right now and content creation as it stands right now is the nature of how it's financially funded. Most of the tech industry has been funded on a loss or off of the promise of future growth or AdSense. But the problem is that people see so many ads every day that they're starting to get sick of seeing ads. And so, like, I can tell you, I don't like going to Twitch
or even worse, they tune them out and then the ads are less effective.
And so that being the only way that you can monetize, like, Twitch itself can only monetize off of ads. It's not like Twitch is going to sell merch, you know? Or like...
Well, they try that, and they also have TwitchCon, which they make money from, but...
Okay. I mean, on a bigger level, on a level that's enough to fund, like, I don't know how many content creators, let's say millions of content creators, but that's probably overstating it. In order to fund all of those content creators, you can't survive just off of ads. And so that's kind of the, like, that's kind of the thing holding everything back. I think the only reason why YouTube is as good as it is because it's funded by Google. it has a similar thing going on that Twitch has, where it has like a sugar daddy to take care of it in the hard times. And so I think, unfortunately, there's a timeline on a lot of the success of everything right now. Like, if Google starts to go down because of all this stuff that's been coming out recently with the there was the monopoly busting in America, and then I heard another thing about, I don't even know, but Google's like in the middle of a couple really nasty lawsuits. They're losing the AI race, which is like the modern day smartphone race for tech. And so I think that might be the next thing that kind of hurts YouTube, is that they're so dependent on Google to keep everything afloat. And if Google starts to wane, I don't know what'll happen to YouTube. But YouTube is really strong because it gets that piece from Google, I think. Which is a little scary. Facebook was supposed to die in 2015, but it was really well designed for keeping old people using it. Honestly, I don't think anybody would be vocal about it because it'd be disastrous for the tech world, but I think Facebook is dead. I think the amount of users that actually frequent Facebook is very, very low, and the amount of traffic is heavily, heavily, heavily stacked with bots. Have you seen some of the like Facebook AI shit, Kirby?
Yeah,
it's
theory and
actually so funny. I was so sad by it. My parents were like, "Look at this," and I'm like, "That's AI," and they're like, "Yeah, but it's still cool art," and I'm like,
yeah, "No, it's not." Like he's missing a foot.
It looks ugly as shit, man. They're like, "Yeah, but it's a cool concept." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'd rather see even if it was a sketch on a napkin, I'd rather see somebody sketch shit on a napkin than AI it." And I also saw this picture of a lady a mom who was texting her child, and it was a picture of like a giant baby Yoda plush at Walmart, and it was like, "We gotta go and buy this," and the kid was like, "Mom, you know that's AI," and she just responded, "No."
No,
it's not. There's some crazy ones, like they seem to be a lot religious like focused, but there was that one. Have you seen the Minion one, the Minion on a cross yet, Kirby?
I think so.
Oh god, it's been all over TikTok. A bunch of like AI channels are like, so an artist was messing around and they put this minion on a cross and to depict Jesus, and it was like everywhere for a little bit. It was so funny. I don't get bots, but I also use a link for Facebook that prioritizes my friends. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. This is the cobblestone one. Hold on. Okay, I just found out that my dinner reservations are for 30 minutes from now, so I gotta end stream early. I didn't realize this.
Oh, okay. I'm
sorry.
Pretty much done building what I want to build right now.
Okay. All right. Well, 30 minutes from now. Yeah. I thought they were later at like 6 o'clock, but they're not. They're at 5. All right. Well. Okay. So, thank you all very much for watching. I apologize for jumping out really quickly, but I gotta get going. I got places to be. So, usual stuff. Got a video coming out Friday. Really excited about that. Please give some love to the video that came out yesterday. Put a lot of work into that one, as you guys know, because we talked about it quite a bit. Will be back on stream Thursday, and I'll be playing Teardown, which I'm really excited to play because I loved playing Teardown last time. So please come out for that stream as well, because I had so much fun. If you get a chance, please come out to Teardown stream. Aside from that, all good. I'll be back next Tuesday for Minecraft Tuesday, probably. Anything you wanted to say to wrap up, Kirby, or no?
No, not really.
All right, I got an idle meeting I gotta go to. Bye bye.